a sugar glider. They're a little marsupial, similar to a flying squirrel, but they have a pouch. Females have a pouch, and when the babies are born, they're in the pouch. And then eventually they will climb out of the pouch, and usually we sell them at about 8 weeks out of the pouch. No one really knows how long they're in the pouch because they're like a kangaroo. They live in there and develop. And these guys live about 12 to 15 years. They're a bonding animal. So when you get them and you want to get them in pairs, they're better in pairs, because they can get real lonely if you only have one. It's real important that you bond with them. You want to get a bonding pouch, and then you just spend a lot of time with them, carrying them around with you. You want to basically have them get your scent, and then they bond to you. You can get their nails cut. They have really sharp teeth. You would never want to cut their teeth or anything like that, but they can bite, and you just kind of get used to that. That's just something that kind of goes along with sugar glider territory. They make a little growly sound. It's called crabbing. They're very nocturnal animals, so they're way more active in the daytime. There's a little growling sound. At night, they make a little happy barking sound. It's like they sound like a little dog. They just bark, and that means they're happy. These guys have a really kind of a high maintenance food. There's a sugar glider vitamin powder that we make in a mix, but you can sprinkle it over their food. It's really important that they get that every day. And there is a sugar glider pellet. They should also have fresh fruit and vegetables every day, in addition to proteins. Like we'll do a little bowl of chicken, cottage cheese, some scrambled egg. But really, you kind of want to stay away from grapes and citrus fruit because it can give them diarrhea. But they love all other kinds of fruit and vegetables. The one vegetable they love to tend to eat is corn. And try to stay away from a lot of corn because some sugar gliders will just get addicted to corn and then that's all they want to eat. And they should have a cage about this size with the small bars, this is like about a 1/4 inch, so that they can't escape. And when you do let them out to have their gliding time and to have their outside time, you want to make sure you sugar glider proof your house so they can't get out windows. You don't want them to fall into toilets or into sink drains because they're really small. So you always want to supervise them when they're out of the cage and keep them, close by you. But they can glide. They have like these side skin, and they'll glide just like a flying squirrel. And they live in groups in the wild. They live in tree holes. So they like little things that they can get into, like little pouches and little coconut shells. So you always want to make sure that you've got something like that they can be in their cage. And they will ride an exercise wheel, so we always have exercise wheels in there, and they ride that. You want to keep them away from dogs and cats because it can stress them out. So if you've got other pets, kind of keep them in a separate room, and when you do take them out, don't let the dogs and cats get at them because they can pounce on them and then it'll give them little heart attacks. So you don't want that to happen. But these guys obviously are used to cats because we have a bunch of them running around the store. So they do get used to it, and it doesn't really stress them out too much. But you want to kind of keep an eye out for that. And you don't really want to disturb them during the day because, like I said, they are nocturnal. And they get about 5 inches in their body and then about 5-6 inches in their tail. That's about full grown. And they have a little bit of an odor. We sell our males neutered. The males are better pets neutered. They're just a little nicer. And the ones you can tell when they're not neutered, when they're sexually mature, they get a little bald spot up on their head, and that's how you know you have an unneutered male. And I highly recommend cutting their nails. It takes 2 people, but that's about all the grooming that they really need is having their nails cut, because otherwise they're real sharp, and when they're climbing all over you, they kind of dig into you.